spudger thing down.
I keep.
Take the camera. All right, folks. Today we have a very exciting video. I just got a brand new M.2 drive. It's a SATA drive rather than NVMe. It's a 2 terabyte drive from WD Blue, and today we're going to be putting it in my computer. Except I'm not the one putting it in. We're going to see if my sister can put it in with my direction. Today is a test of how good I am at teaching. Yeah.
Bad.
I'm fine at it. Okay.
Well, I'm an idiot, so we'll see.
Well, agreed. All right. So step one is
Stab
to...
you with the spudger.
No.
Okay.
Okay, step one is to
Play with the spudger.
put the M.2 drive in the computer. Okay?
What is an M.2 drive?
This is an M.2 drive from WD Blue. It is... M.2 is the protocol rather than the... M.2 is
So lick
the
the
connector
gold
type.
part.
Do not lick the gold part.
Can I lick the gold part?
Okay. So what we're going to do is, do you see this right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to put, let me see it. Excuse me.
I thought I was doing this.
So we're going to put it in just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's going to just sit off the motherboard like that. It's going to be up at an angle. Okay?
Yeah.
Pull it out. Okay. Now you try. Now it's up at the top of the connector.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Good boy.
Now is it pushed in?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now, over here we have our, grab a silver screw and the screwdriver. Okay. Now it's a magnetic screwdriver, which is going to be very helpful when it comes to putting in an M.2 drive. Yes. So, now what you're going to do is hold down the drive onto the standoff, which we've already installed on the motherboard.
Like that?
Yes. All right, and then go ahead and screw it in.
Righty tighty. Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Now, don't screw it down as tight as it'll go. We just need,
It's not as tight.
okay, good. We just need it to be snug enough to stay there.
Well, you don't want to break it.
Okay.
I do know how to screw stuff. I'm an ag major.
There you go. Now, we have to reinstall my boot drive. This is a 2 terabyte NVMe boot drive. It's PCIe Gen 3 from ADATA.
Lick the gold part.
Do not lick the gold part.
I'm going to lick the gold part.
And the reason I bought it is because it is RGB.
It's one of the lighty shanks.
Yes, and I'm an RGB whore.
Same.
So, we're going to install that in this M.2 slot here, doing the exact same thing you just did.
This way?
Yes, that way.
Well, I presume the Audi way, so that you can...
Oh, real quick. Let me see that.
Yes.
One way to tell the difference between an M.2 NVMe and a SATA is the connector. Notice how the connector was different from the SATA drive.
I don't, but okay.
All right, so go ahead and do exactly what we just did.
Is it at the top on this one too, or lower?
Yes, it will be the same on all M.2 slots. Okay,
Now it's pushed in.
good. Now,
Silver screw.
grab another screw. Okay.
I'm
and
magic. I'm Dr. Strange.
Repeat the process. Get your hair out of there.
Well, I have a lot of hair, and you're trying to make me do man's work. I screwed up.
Let me switch sides here. Okay, ready? All right, very good. High
Thanks.
five. Nice. Okay.
I'm a genius.
You're a genius. Now,
Back up, Bill Gates. I'm coming for you, game.
we have
He
to,
did computers, didn't he?
Yeah, yes, Bill Gates. You
And
mean
Steve Jobs did Apple.
You mean the second richest man in the world, the guy who designed the Windows operating system, which runs the planet, basically? Well, that and Linux.
I thought he stole it from Xerox.
No,
Isn't
I don't know.
Isn't there that famous quote where Steve Jobs was like, Bill Gates stole my operating system, and
Bill Gates said, well, actually, I think it was...
No, because Mac OS is based on Unix, whereas Windows is based on DOS, so they're completely
There's
different.
some quote where he was like, well,
Okay.
Steve, I actually think
Now,
that we both broke into
I'm going to
something."
reassemble the computer and put everything back.
Yeah.
You take the camera.
So much work.
It's not that much work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put an M.2 heatsink on my new SATA drive, because that's where I'm going to be installing games, and it's going to create a lot of heat. So the first thing we want to do is actually take off the piece of plastic on the M.2 heatsink. Otherwise,
so should have been my job, and you know it.
oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have denied you the peel. Okay.
I have very little going on in my life, and peeling things is the only thing that makes me happy.
Come to this side so they can see what I'm doing here. Okay.
I'm sorry, Steven Spielberg. Didn't realize I was screwing up your shop.
Well, you are.
I got my finger in front of the camera, so that'll be fun for you when you're editing.
Don't put your finger in front of the camera. They need to be able to see.
Note the hairy arms.
No insulting me while I'm working on my computer.
Well, why am I even here then?
Why are you even here?
To hold the camera?
To hold the camera.
Is that all I am to you? Is that all you think women are good for?
Yes.
Can I keep this?
Can you keep what? The little rubber tip for the end of my magnetic screwdriver?
Yes.
No.
Oh. You sure?
Yes.
What if I put it in my mouth?
Please don't do that. Don't put it in your mouth, Cassidy. Okay, stop watching me and watch the camera so the viewers can see what I'm doing.
The viewers can see what you're doing. I'm good at this.
Are you sure?
No, but they can
Okay.
see what you're doing.
All right. Now, this is a Wi-Fi 6 PCIe card, which I got so I could use Bluetooth. Don't use Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is terrible.
I just took it out of one of the slots.
No, you didn't. Yes, it is going to fit. Okay. I think I'd rather have it.
I took it out of right there.
No, I took it out of right there.
Well, I helped.
Did you?
Yeah, I unscrewed this thing.
Okay, now. Yeah, well, yeah, but you didn't know you were helping.
I have unintentionally helped you twice on this.
Well, that's very good. Although the second time you undid what you did the first time because you thought you broke it accidentally.
I didn't think I broke it. I just
You thought I was going to be mad, so you undid it.
Well,
And I had to redo it.
yeah, but I'm still awesome.
Okay, I'm just...
You're the one who's supposed to know about all this stuff, not me.
I do know about all this stuff.
Do you?
Yes.
What's that thing?
What's what thing?
That thing.
What are you pointing at?
That thing.
That thing? Those are the DIMMs.
What's this?
That's the case.
What's that?
That's the power supply.
What's this?
That's the CPU air cooler.
What's this?
That's a outtake fan.
What's this?
Those are PCIe cables for the GPU.
What's that thingy?
That's a sticker or a piece of plastic.
What is that thingy?
Okay, Cassidy, you're not looking at the camera and they can't actually see anything.
They can see most of that.
They can't see where you're pointing.
What's that thingy?
That's the case and a sticker.
What's that thingy?
That is a RGB GPU anti-sag bracket.
What's that thingy?
That's a Colt.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
Existential
I
crisis
just had an
mode.
existential crisis on camera. Just reinstalling my brackets here.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, folks.
Yes. The one thing you know. Oh.
That's because it's a transferable skill from real life.
Okay, before we install the GPU, I have to install my Bluetooth cable for my PCIe card. Otherwise, the sole purpose for me buying it would be wasted. I stopped to help somebody in a parking lot to change a tire one time, and they couldn't get it off the ground. So and they were like 17-year-old kids. And so I put the jack underneath the tire, and I just started twisting it right, and like it started going up. And one of the guys goes, "Huh?" And I was like, "What's up?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm just wondering why when I twisted it right, it didn't come off the ground." And I was like, I didn't say anything, but in my head I was thinking probably because you didn't twist it to the right.
Probably twisted it to
You
the
probably
left.
did. You probably went left.
I can change a tire.
Really? How can you change a tire? You don't know right from left.
I can do righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I never once got it wrong when I was screwing and then screwing that stuff.
That's true. Okay. Oh, your Bluetooth cable just connects to an internal USB 2.0 port.
You have very big hands.
What's that?
You have big hands.
I have big hands.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you know,
Ladies.
some tech YouTubers have small hands and other tech YouTubers have big hands. And I think when dealing with computers, the small-handed people actually have a benefit.
We get it, we get it.
You get what?
I got the joke.
Did you get the joke?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you did.
It's because he's got tiny little tech hands.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Now we have to reinstall our CPU fan cover here. Oh, actually, before we do that, I'm just gonna blow out the dust.
Dust in the wind.
Okay.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Now it would have been slightly easier to do all this had I taken off the CPU cooler, but I really didn't want to have to reinstall my, reapply my thermal paste. That gets annoying. Okay, we just have 2 little screws for this.
I feel like I should be allowed to screw things back in.
Tell you what, I'll let you screw all of the thumb screws back in.
No. Don't want to do that.
You don't want to do the thumb screws?
They're too big.
They're too big. You don't like screwing things that are too big?
I'm your sister. Think about the shame.
Think about the shame.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's Indiana, not Kentucky.
Yeah, but like southern Indiana.
We're in the middle of Indiana.
Yeah, no.
Oh no. People are gonna figure out where we live.
People are gonna figure out where we live, actually.
They're gonna come kidnap me.
I'm not worried about people finding out where we live. It's gonna happen.
Keep in mind, we do live in Indiana, so we have guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Lots of them.
Um,
I will shoot you. If you come anywhere near my house.
yeah, we're not just gonna randomly start shooting people.
I mean, I might.
Excuse my terrible cable management, folks. It's not my strong suit. Okay, as a person who's not born in the year 2000, I can tell you that it's really hard to remember when you were born, like how old you are sometimes. Once you turn 21 and can legally drink, you just kind of stop keeping track.
I will never have problems remembering how old I am.
No, I couldn't remember how old I was. Like, I couldn't remember. I was like, so I literally had to open like my Tinder profile and be like, all right, what does it say? Because I couldn't remember. Okay.
That's definitely sad.
I never said it wasn't. Okay, you can. All right, and
A minute. Get out of my shot.
get out of your shot.
I'm doing dramatic.
Now we just reinstall our that's and then put our antenna back on. And there you have it. All we have to do now is fire it up and make sure both of our drives are working. You can cut now. All right, I did something pretty stupid. I turned on my computer and it was stuck on the VGA portion of the post, and I was thinking, why the heck isn't this working? And then I look at it and see if you guys can figure out what's wrong with it. Just take a look, see if anybody knows why it might not be posting. Yeah, it's because my power cables aren't plugged in, which was pretty silly of me.
You bring shame to this family.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I bring shame to this family?
Yep.
Okay.
You're a trash can.
Okay. Hey, Cassidy, what does POST stand for?
Malone?
No. No. POST stands for Power on Self-Test.
I think it stands for Malone.
Okay.
Austin.
His last name would be Malone.
His last name is Malone. His first name is Austin.
Alright. Alright, so now that we've got everything installed properly and the GPU cables are actually plugged in, as you can see, it's
And all shiny.
it's all shiny. It's actually posted properly. We're just gonna go into disk management and get the new SATA drive formatted in the NTFS file system, and then we can start throwing some games on there. Hopefully it'll be a big improvement in loading times over my current solution, which is a 8 terabyte hard drive and SSD cache. Okay, don't look at my PIN number here.
Don't worry, I won't.
Okay, are you stabbing me?
I was planning on it.
Okay, please don't. That would hurt.
When? Well, yeah, that's the point. It's a stabbing.
It's a stabbing. It's not supposed to feel good.
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. You know, I can't argue with your logic. It's like, oh no, it's so dangerous. It's like, well, yeah, it's a sword. It's not supposed to be safe. It's a sword. It's meant to be dangerous.
Exactly. Stabbings are meant to hurt. You don't stab someone to help them.
Exactly.
Well, I know there's probably some medical reason you would have to stab someone.
Yeah, now it automatically has prompted me to initialize my disk, my new SATA drive. You can either pick MBR or GPT in order as a format.
Are you speaking Russian?
No, Cassidy, I'm using just words that you deal with in technology. You can pick either one you want, really. Just be aware that not all of them are going to be recognized by previous versions of Windows because GPT is a newer system.
Will it help if I stab the computer?
No, it won't help if you stab the computer.
Will it hurt?
Yes. Okay, so there's disk 5. It's there's our 2 terabyte drive. We're just gonna make a new simple volume. We're gonna give it letter. I don't know, what letter should we give it, Cassidy? Z? Z's a good letter.
Z.
Z? What are we, British now?
Yes.
Okay. Cheerio, old chap.
The worst British accent I've ever heard.
Never said it was good.
Fair point.
Never said it was good.
You sound like Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins.
Thank you. Okay.
He's actually from Danville.
Dick Van Dyke is from Danville, Illinois or Indiana?
Illinois.
Oh, that's exciting. Don't tell them how far we live from Illinois because that's really going to narrow it down. Okay. So there you go. There you have it. Our new drive is initialized and we can start putting some games on there. The nice thing about having a SATA drive in the M.2 port rather than via SATA cable is you actually do get better read and write performance out of the M.2 rather than the SATA cable. So I'm expecting upwards of 500 megabytes a second sequential reads, which is about 150 more than I'm currently getting on either of my high-performance SSDs that I have in the 2.5-inch form factor. So, Cassidy has a question.
Can you say that not in Latin?
No, those are the simplest. I mean, we just put an M.2 drive in, so you know what that is.
I don't know what it does.
It's a storage drive.
Like for shoes?
No, Cassidy, like for your files and things. You're not that dumb.
I'm not that dumb.
Can I
Okay.
put pictures of shoes on it?
Yes, you can.
Great.
It's 2 terabytes, and depending on how high quality your pictures are, you could get several hundreds of thousands of photographs of shoes.
Great.
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
All the Louboutins.
Yes. Louboutins. I thought it was Louis Vuitton.
Don't start it again.
Well, do the thing.
I don't remember what I said. This is a public service announcement. You should like and subscribe as fast as you can. Have you heard of COVID-19? Well, I don't have that, but I think I have COVID 2021, and I'm not sure how long I have left. So like and subscribe as fast as you can.